Zach, Frank, Nehemiah, congratulations, you've made it into the final round of competition. Now we're sending you back to your home forges for 5 days to recreate an iconic weapon from history. Nzappa Zap.
Yes.
All right, bladesmiths, good luck. We'll see you in 5 days.
Let's do this.
Today we're here in Sonora, California, here to make an Nzappa Zap. Let's see how this goes. I can't fit it in here, so I might have to do this thing old-fashioned. To be truthfully honest, I'm scared shitless. My master had a personal emergency. He had to leave the competition, and now I'm stranded here doing this on my own. Just gotta keep it together. It's amazing. I made it this far by myself, but I'm gonna give it my all, give 110%, see what I can do. There we go.
Today, it's my turn. I gotta turn this square piece of hot metal into a blade. Nehemiah split it down the middle the night before so that I can pull that apart, and there's my blade.
Zach better be bringing his game.
The charcoal forge is one of the most interesting ways to heat treat, and what I'm looking for is an even red color all the way across. That's the right color, Nehemiah.
Yep.
Let's hear how this thing sounds.
Awesome.
It's hard. Incredible.
Day 3, and I'd like to be a little further than I am. I want this thing to be perfect before I quench. I'm gonna heat up my oil a little bit here. If I want to be a Forge and Fire champion, I gotta pull out all the tricks. I figure I gotta preheat this stuff. If you want to have it around 200 degrees, never had that going on. It's really getting a little bit out of hand. Kind of getting to an uncontrollable fire. I'm a little nervous. I have never felt anxiety like this before. Really getting a little bit out of hand. Need that stop sign. Kind of getting to an uncontrollable fire. Luckily that worked. I didn't want to have the fire department out here. Now I can quench my blade.
Today's my last day. I'm working this copper cap. I've got to get this on here for part of the decoration.
All right. Ah, damn it.
Crack. I think I'm gonna just go right to the grinder and grind it now.
Yeah.
The breaking of the handle is a little bit of a blessing in disguise.
Now I can hang on to it right up to the butt.
The handle is way too thick. Yay! I'm glad to be done. Nehemiah will have it tomorrow. He will be sharpening the blade and getting it completely finished.
Mr. DeVille, I'm ready for my close-up.
My quench came out great. I don't want to be cocky or anything, but the blade's looking awesome. It's got all the intricate artwork on the steel. I really did a weird hammer pattern, so it looks like it was made with just rocks in the Congo. I'm hoping to put this Nzappa Zap on the map. First time using it. Think it'll cut. Probably will kill.
Bladesmiths, now the Nzappa Zap was a brutal weapon used in close quarter. We'll see how lethal your weapon is when I deliver multiple strikes on this big carcass. Zach, you're up first. You ready?
Hell yeah.
Let's do this. Well, Zach, that's a hog. This is a hog. It is heavy, but it's powerful. The curve you have in here digs deep into the chops. Here, it lacerated the spine easily. Overall, your weapon will kill. Frank, Nehemiah, your turn. You ready?
Way on.
Let's do this. Frank, Nehemiah, it's light, so I can go hog wild on this carcass. When you dig in, it cuts into the spine and into the ribs and lacerates quite well. Your Nzappa Zap will kill.
The pig that Zach's weapon hit might have opened up a little bit more, but the truth is the wounds were just as deep and just as bad.
Next up is the strength test. A Occasionally, the Nzappa Zap was also thrown. So to test the strength and durability of your weapons, I'm gonna throw them into this wooden target 3 times. Zach, you're up. You ready?
Be gentle.
I'm never gentle.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, Zach, it's still tight, nothing loosened up, but right here, there's a section of that blade that's just not as sharp as the rest of it. There's a roll to that edge, and that's pretty much right where it dug in to the wall. Frank, Nehemiah, you're up next.
Lay on.
You can see right here, and the handle hit the target in its rotation, but nothing's wrong with this blade. And held up. Nicely done, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody who actually has thrown weapons, you know that the handles are disposable. But the metal, no. The metal's designed to not take the damage.
Next up, the sharpness test. We're gonna see how well those blade edges held up. I'm gonna cut each one of these ropes, the meat will drop, then a cut in each one of those pieces of meat. Zach, you're up first. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I do feel like me and Frank Nehemiah are all neck and neck. It's definitely a tight race right now. I've never known what weak in the knees means before, but actually my knees almost hurt.
Damn. All right, Zach. Though your blade is sharp in most places, that roll you picked up, I think that's what stopped it from going through the rope immediately. But the second cut, I caught it down in here somewhere, and it just went right through. All in all, that's a cutter.
Thank you.
Frank, Nehemiah.
Lay on.
Cutting rope right off, this divot in the middle here actually worked very well. The handle where it broke on the throw didn't bother me at all. It's below where my hand sits. It's a cutter. Nicely done.
Bladesmiths, what started out as a competition focused on masters and apprentices working together turned into an apprentice going against a master and a student. You rolled with it, and here we are. The judges have made their final decision, and the Master and Apprentice Forged in Fire champion title goes to Frank and Nehemiah. Congratulations. You are the Forged in Fire Master and Apprentice champions. Good job. Zach, unfortunately, your blade did not make the cut.
Zach, first let me commend you for just pushing through this solo.
Thank you, sir.
You gave us a lot of artistry in the forging of your blade, and that's very impressive for an apprentice. But that roll you picked up in the strength test, combined with that extreme weight of that piece, made it very hard to wield, and that's why we're letting you go.
Understandable.
Zach, you got the heart of a lion, brother, but at this time, I have to ask you to please surrender your weapon.
Right now I'm pretty bummed, but Jesse ought to be proud that I persevered and stuck through this. Hell, I made it this far, and I feel like I did pretty good. I'm a winner in my own heart.
Frank, Nehemiah, congratulations. You are the Master and Apprentice Forged in Fire champions. Good job. That title also comes with a check for $10,000. All right, gentlemen, please present your weapon to the judges.
Apprentice.
We won! Yay! We're the first Master and Apprentice champions.
I am extremely proud of Nehemiah. Him and I sharing this, that's what I really do this for. I think that the Nzappa Zap I think that the Nzappa Zap represents exactly us, and that's why I'm very happy and very proud of it.